Good morning, everybody. Today I thought I'd do a little tutorial on some of our vocabulary words for our classification set of vocabulary because classification terms don't normally fit in with Webster's Dictionary. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is venation. And if you've been working on your vocab cards, you understand that there's two ways to spell this. They're both correct. But I'm going to ask you to remember the one that actually says vein in it, Veination, because hopefully that will help you remember that it's about the veins on a plant. And I've got a drawing here of three different configurations that you might see. The one on the left is parallel venation. And you can see that the lines are pretty much parallel. Each one of those black lines represents a vein. These are things that we see, or this formation we see in grasses and monocots. But if you just remember grasses, I think it'll be easy to remember. The one in the middle is called palmate. If you notice, it all begins at a center point and radiates out kind of like the fingers on your hand. If you were to look at the base of your hand, you could talk about the center spot as being down by your wrist and then all of your fingers branching off of this. And we normally see this pattern of venation with odd numbers, 3, 5, 7, and so forth. The one on the right is called pinnate. It sort of looks like a feather, where you have the veins branching off from one central main vein. So we have parallel, palmate, and pinnate. The next thing I'd like to talk about are the arrangement on the leaf. On the left, we have a simple leaf. Nothing fancy about it at all. Very, very simple. Usually a smooth leaf margin or leaf edge. In the middle, we have a lobed leaf. A lobe is sort of like a little dangly part, like we have ear lobes. They're little dangly parts to our ears. Here you can see that the leaf has sort of indented to form these individual lobes. And then if you take it even further to the leaf on the right, and yes, that is one compound leaf. It is made up of individual leaflets. And here you could actually imagine that the indentation has gone so far that the leaflets are separated. So we have simple, lobed, and compound leaf. This whole stalk is actually a leaf. You could sort of think of this as an evolutionary adaptation. We go from a simple straight edge to an indented lobed edge, and then eventually even so much indentation that we have individual leaflets. And then our last little example today, again, comparing leaf margins or edges. We have a very simple smooth leaf. This is a second example. But the one on the right, it looks like somebody took a bite out of it. That is called dentate because the prefix dent has to do with your teeth. I mean, you go to a dentist, you have dental cavities when you have a cavity because you didn't brush your teeth enough. But this leaf looks like somebody took a bite out of it. So it is dentate. So we have smooth and we have dentate. And we're going to be using some of these terms during our unit on classification. And I hope that this little video sort of helps explain some of our vocabulary terms. Bye.